You're raving, you're raving, you're raving with RWR. Fabulous songwriters from Belgium and beyond, the lowlands, the highlands, and far across the pond. On Instagram and Facebook too, you can follow, like, and share. Please hit subscribe and join the tribe from the comfort of your chair. You're raving, you're raving, you're raving with Yes, good evening, lovers of songs, lovers of songwriters. How are you all doing? Welcome back to Raving with RWR here, my little live stream series on my YouTube channel, which is called Songs from the RWR Room, dedicated to singer-songwriters from Belgium and beyond. I hope you're all doing fine and well on this Sunday evening, the 3rd of May, in case you're watching from the future. Who knows? It's great to have you with us here. Lovely to see you all and some live viewers joining us as we speak. Lovely to have you here. If it's your first time to the channel or you haven't already done so, will you go down and hit that subscribe button, please, on YouTube, and give the video a thumbs up. That helps with the algorithms and all that kind of stuff. Gets the songs out, gets the music out of these great songwriters that I get to interview here on the show. It helps a great deal, so thanks very much. If you're watching on Facebook, you're very welcome as well. Please give the Facebook page a like and a follow. You'll find me on Instagram, of course, at the RWR Room. And we're heading for almost 2,000 subscribers on the channel, which is a wonderful thing. Great community built up over the last few years, and thank you all. I know some of the regulars are tuning in here tonight as well. Great to see you. It's been a while since we did one of these, but it's great to be back. Tonight's stream, of course, was always brought to you by the courtesy of great people of G-Sharp Guitars, Norwegian invented travel electric guitars. A couple of them there on my wall of fame behind me there. They're about that size. I know they're a bit bigger, but check out G-Sharp Guitars in the links below if you wouldn't mind. Thank you very much. And again, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're watching on YouTube. Great to have you with us. If you have comments or questions or you'd like to say hello, as Chris Link is saying right now from Germany, from sunny Germany. Hello, Chris. Guten Abend from sunny Belgium. It's great to have you with us. And Jeroen Slemmer, I hope I'm saying that correctly, is here as well. Hello, Jeroen. You're very welcome. So let us know where you're watching from. Drop in, say hi, and maybe leave a couple of questions or comments for the guest artist tonight. My guest is over in Amsterdam, and very, very happy to have her here on the show tonight on Raving with RWR. So without further ado, would you please welcome the lovely Shanna Nicó to the show. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Nice to be here.
Great. Thank you very much for coming back, or for coming on the show. It's been, when did we, I can't believe we met once only, back in February of 2019, I think, all those years ago. And we recorded yourself and Rose Doolan and Mike Kai. We were in the Torpedo Theatre in Amsterdam. We had a lovely afternoon there. We recorded a few songs for the RWR Room Rambles playlist. And I think we did a gig that night together, didn't we? We did some songs.
Yeah, I think there were other songwriters also playing that night.
That's right. We had a lovely show that night. And fair play to the Torpedo Theatre for inviting us in. Maria Ross is there. Go for it, Shanna, she says. Hi, Maria. Thank you for joining us. Lovely to see you. And Mr. Mojo the Smith, he's my neighbor. He's still on Facebook. Normally he's banned from Facebook, but tonight seemingly he's there. So it's good to see Stephen on Facebook as well. Thanks everybody for tuning in. How have you been anyways? All those years since we saw each other, and we were just discussing before the show that like a year later, then of course the world melted down and we all went into lockdown. Craziness going on. Yeah. We had a year, and then suddenly this thing happened. How was it for you during those, say, the last 2 years? A lot of the musicians I speak to or I've spoken to on the show here, they either kind of buried themselves in musical work and wrote albums, and they went all out, learned new instruments, and some of them just backed away and said, right, I'm taking a well-deserved break. How was it for you, Shannon? Did you?
Yeah, and it was also going into a hole.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, for one part.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I enjoyed a lot of things much more. going outside more and taking it more slowly. Yeah. So, and that gave me also back my inspiration for making music.
Did it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you have lots of like? I know you're in Amsterdam there, but I suppose depending on which part of do you have a lot of parks and chances to get into nature, living in Amsterdam, or what's it like?
Well, yeah, I live next to a park and a lake, the Sloterplatz.
Slotterplatz, yeah.
But I've also been a lot at my parents' place in Dordrecht. It's near Rotterdam.
Nice town as well.
Yeah, and that was very calm. Just
Was
what
it?
I
That's
needed.
what you need. Yeah. And as you said, getting into nature, we spoke about it, in the test when we did it about it can be very inspiring to go back out into nature and to just to slow down a little bit. A lot of us, when we're on the road all the time or trying to write songs, it can be all consuming for us, So for me, anyway, personally, it gave me a chance to realize that there's the bigger picture. That there's nature there. There's the chance to get out. Take more walks, stuff we don't normally do in day-to-day normal life, shall we say.
And much closer than going to traveling a lot or
than being on the road all the time, as you said.
Exactly.
But you don't make a living solely from gigs, is that right?
Correct. Yeah. I'm a vocal coach, so that's how I earn my money. And
Lovely.
So I really had to put a lot of energy into that. Teaching
of course.
Online.
You had to do it online, which was a pain, of course. trying to have students, singing students.
You have to motivate them.
Because there's this automatic distance, isn't there? You're not in the room with someone. It's like me doing guitar teaching. There is a distance that you got to overcome to. And what sort of students do you have? Are they are you classically trained? In your background, I mean, are you trained in singing or music in any way?
I studied at the Rock Academy. It's like a conservatory for pop music. It sounds really cool.
It does.
Rock Academy. But there weren't so many rock musicians there. It was more pop music.
Was it?
And there I met a lot of musicians I still know and still work with. So, and it's already, it's now more than 10 years ago. I graduated in 2012.
Great. And you've been teaching vocal training since then, or did that come a bit later?
Well, before I also took classes in singing, but I learned a lot at the study. Yeah.
Okay, and is it back now to a place where you can sit down physically with people and go back the way it was when you teach them?
Yeah, it's back to normal again.
Yeah. Okay, good. And do you have a lot of students per week or per month, or?
I have a full day when I don't work every day. I don't teach every day, but when I do, it's a full day.
It's full on. It's full on. I want to remind people who may be watching on Facebook as well that if anybody is watching on Facebook, please give Shanna's page a follow there. Shanna Nicó Music on Facebook, and of course, if they want to get your music, Shanna Bandcamp, I guess, is the best place for that. I suppose to get your music, is it? You're on Spotify and everywhere else, I suppose, as well. But
I'm not on Spotify, but you can listen to my album on Bandcamp.
On Bandcamp, great. That's the best place for music anyway.
Yeah,
of course, and people can listen to it and hopefully buy it, of course.
Yeah, you can still buy it digitally.
Yeah.
It looks like this.
Oh, great! I have one there. Good. Great. Yeah. What's the title of the album?
It's my own name.
Shanna Nicó. Yeah. Is that a stage name, or is that actually your actual name? Or
both?
Both. Great.
It's both my stage and artist name.
Yeah.
So Shanna, my first name, and Nicó, my middle name.
Your middle name. Very nice. That's great. No, it worked out perfectly. Shanna Nicó is a great.
Yeah, it
It's a
sounds
great
very
artist name.
percussive, right?
Yeah,
Da da
it
da
does.
da.
Yeah, absolutely. It rolls off the tongue.
I
Shanna
like it.
Nicó. Great. So
Thank
you
you
have.
to my
Yeah.
parents.
Thanks, parents. So people can get your physical album at gigs or wherever you're playing, or they can order it from you directly if they prefer the physical disc, right?
The physical one is sold out, but you can still buy it digitally through Bandcamp.
Through Bandcamp, yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, what I love about Bandcamp is that you can actually go on there and you can buy it for someone else. You can send it as a gift, which I really love. And fair play to Bandcamp for doing that. You know, you can buy it for yourself, and you can pay what you want. You know, above the asking price as well. So I've done that too. This is awesome, isn't it? Where you can sell a single for €1 or €2, and people will say, "Here's a $5," or
yes,
here's
it's very
20.
musician friendly.
Very much so. It's run by musicians for musicians, so it's a wonderful platform. It sure is. And your musical background then, is it? You said you did the Rock Academy, and before that, like before you even went there, did you have music in your family, brothers and sisters, parents who played or sang or anything?
Not my parents, but in my family I have another great singer, Jinske Silva. She sings a lot of soul music, also a bit of jazz, and kind of a mixture of all kinds of styles. Yeah, great singer. And also her brother, Tasco Silva, he is a great piano player, classical.
Yeah, so they were big influences.
Yeah,
I guess.
And all my aunts.
All your aunts. Oh wow! Yeah, so you really have it in the family.
I guess.
Yeah. So as a kid, you were surrounded by singers and musicians, I suppose.
Well, my parents really love music, so and they have good taste.
Yes.
And I really learned it from them.
Lovely, fantastic. And as you got older, was it in your teenage years that you started writing songs, or was it a lot later? Or
for me, it started with singing.
Yeah.
It's my first love.
Yeah.
I think when I was really young, I already sang, but secretly in my room. I didn't like everyone hearing me. So I think I was 13 when I asked, can I have singing lessons? And I also sang at the karaoke party.
Yeah.
It felt really like it coming out, like, I love doing this. And from there,
as a teenager, that would have been a special moment, of course. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And were you I suppose you were always encouraged then by your family, if they were musicians as well, parents especially.
Yeah.
You know,
they drove me to gigs and
let you go. Did you bring it? Okay. So you were really performing since you were a teenager then? Would that be right in saying that?
Yeah, I already also sang in a band when I was like 16, I guess. 16, 17.
Yeah.
It was rock, funk, pop, all kinds of music. Covers, we did covers, but also we wrote together.
Lovely.
So there I started also writing.
Great. And would you be able to say who would have been the big sort of influences on your early writing or performing?
I love that question. Vanessa Carlton. Do you know the song 1,000 Miles?
I do, yes.
I walked 1,000 miles.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
So I was really inspired by her, and also Alanis Morissette.
Oh yeah.
So it was more the rock side of me.
Yeah, indeed.
And I think it surprises you, but I liked Whitney Houston and Celine Dion and
but you see, they're big singers. Absolutely. Yeah. They get a hard time, but they're just
the divas.
You know, they are, but the vocally what they do is spectacular. You can't take that away from them at all. You know, for sure. And so I'm not surprised that you gravitated towards the big singers like that. Will you tell us a little bit about? We'll come back and we'll talk a bit more about all that stuff. But when I recorded you in Amsterdam that time back in 2019, the song you sang on the channel for me was "The Wait Ended," and it's a beautiful song. I loved it from the beginning. And another little comment there is going to say, "Look, look, Shanna, stoer."
Hi,
Thank you,
Jenny.
Jenny van der Helden. Thank you, Jenny, for tuning in. Lovely to see you. But tell us a little bit, would you please, about the first song we're going to play tonight. The Wait Ended.
Yes. Yeah. I have also been thinking about it because I didn't write it really consciously, but it was a mixture of the place I was then. I was in Tilburg with Merit Visser, and she is a friend of mine and also a very great songwriter, and we really like writing together. We have a click in writing, and we understand each other a lot. And we were at a nice terrace. And we also we always bring our notebooks and just go writing without really thinking about it. And
nice.
It was really writing about my experiences, and it's a love song. And The Wait Ended it's about love, and it's really about
you were saying it was about the weight being lifted off the shoulders when things come to an end, I suppose. You were saying that earlier to me about the weight ended, the weight being lifted off your shoulders in a way.
Yeah. It was initially it was about trusting someone else and going for it. But in the end, it was actually more about trusting myself and giving myself this opportunity to jump into it.
Well, we're going to have a listen to it now, folks. It's a wonderful song. Where was this video shot beautifully as well, and it sounds wonderful. This is a newer version of the song. Would you tell us a bit about, when we come back, I'll ask you where this was shot and who's responsible for the video, because it's really nice. But it's called The Wait Ended, folks. Enjoy it. Shanna Nicó, song
and The Wait Ended.
And The Wait Ended,
yes.
Indeed. Not The Wait, and The Wait Ended. Here we go.
Sprout your love like droplets from the leaves. Ground me in my fickle dancing threes. And the wait ended in a swarm of thoughts, roaring up and blasting from the craze. The street lanterns hanging above the terrace, and the wait ended. I'm on it. I'm in over my head, but I am on it. I'm on it. sure they landed on it. I'm on it. Sprout your love like droplets from the leaves. Ground me in my fickle dancing threes. And the way it ended.
Shanna Nicó, and the wait ended, and the wait ended.
And the way.
And the way it ended, absolutely. I
Mhm.
loved that song from the word go. It was a fantastic song, Shanna, and yeah, beautiful voice.
Thank
And
you.
piano playing, as I knew already, but a lot of great comments coming in there as well about your voice and your playing, and rightly so. Fantastic song. Did you say that was a co-write?
Yes. Yeah, it was.
And mention the co-writer again for me, please.
Merit Visser.
Merit Visser.
Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful piece. I was going to ask you about that process. I think I just have a tractor going by there. It's the time of the year. Yeah, do you find that a comfortable process? Is that something you do a lot, as in co-writing, or is it, obviously you need the right person, but is it something you do a lot, or what, the differences between co-writing and sort of writing yourself?
Okay. Yeah, I really like co-writing because I can also can be surprised by what the other person brings in, and it always creates some kind of magic. I don't know.
It does.
If you find the right person.
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
that.
that's the key, isn't it? To find someone that you said earlier that you click with.
Yeah.
My own co-writing experiences, but also the fact that you need someone who's kind of on the same wavelength. But also, I find sometimes it's nice to have somebody who not agree with everything you say or write. Someone that will kind of say, "I don't really like it," or "It's not working."
Yeah.
You find that is important. Yeah.
In my case, usually I know what I want to say, and this song also really feels like it's from me. It's my experience. These are my words, and so I really feel it. Totally.
Yeah, it's very you. Yeah, it is.
It's very me, but at the same time, musically, she helped me to really, how do you say that?
I suppose to put
to channel it, I guess.
To channel it, that's a good way to say it. Yes, to channel it.
It really flows well.
It
from
does.
Start to finish.
Yeah, it really does. There's a great flow to it, and it says everything you needed the song to say. I think the emotion is there, right? And that's very important. Sometimes if you co-write with someone, they're trying to take the song in a different direction, or make it more about their life rather than yours or whatever. So it's
she really understands.
Yeah,
very well.
It's a personal process, and if you're
beautiful.
Yeah, and if you're trying to write a song that's very deeply personal, handing it over to someone else can be the challenge, right? Or whereas you want to pull it back into, you have this vision for it, right?
Yes, I'm the kind of person that needs co-writers who understand me and not really challenge me.
Not really challenge you,
Maybe when I'm older. I don't know.
Yeah. You find yourself being quite driven towards your own
Yes,
ideas in music.
I really have the feeling that it's still really boiling, and I know it's not yet where I want to be in my writing.
Yeah.
But I have the feeling where I'm heading to.
Yes. That's good. good to have
Yeah.
that.
And I
little
think
bit
it's
of,
good to always have that, actually.
yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
And I was asking you about the video and where it was made. Those new versions of the songs. I know that one is on your YouTube channel, so people can check it out there. Of course, in its full HD version. Where did you make that, or who recorded that for you?
Yes, it is a very new recording, and I'm really, really happy with it, how it turned out and how it looks
Yeah.
and sounds. And it was at Apparatus studio in Utrecht
Okay.
with Aaron Tell and Desiree Koemans. They
They did a great
filmed
job.
and
Yeah.
recorded it. Yeah,
They did a
at their
wonderful
studio. Yeah.
job on it. Yeah, really, really was. And the next song we'll play in a few minutes, I think, was maybe done in the same place.
Yeah, it's the same place.
Yeah.
But I like that you doubt it, because we did a lot of with the lighting.
Yeah,
the lights.
there's a great atmosphere to it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we really wanted to make it two really separate, different atmospheres.
Yeah, and you achieved it. They did a great job on the
Thank
on
you.
the filming too. The sound of it is great. Yeah, absolutely. And when you write alone, when you write your songs yourself, do you? First of all, have you always just played piano, or do you dip into guitar or stuff?
No. And it really went in kind of phases. Sometimes
Yeah.
I play a lot, and sometimes I don't.
Hmm.
And for me, singing is really the essence.
Yes.
I'm not the best piano player, but I just like a great song. So
Yeah.
I focus on the chords, and I had some piano lessons when I was 13, also when I started also the singing lessons.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So I learned about the techniques and stuff, but it was more classically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And at the
trained,
Rock
yeah.
Academy, we really had to learn the chords and also all the theory and stuff. And because I love piano, I went on with it.
Yeah, you continued on piano.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. Great. I'd love to have some piano knowledge, because I think you write differently on a piano than you would on a guitar or on.
For sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
And have you tried guitar? Have you ever gone down that road?
I have tried, but I must admit, yes, the barré chords, I really need to
I hit
practice
them too.
until I get it right. So usually I ask other people to play the guitar.
Yeah. The thing is, you don't always need bar chords as we call them, but they can be painful to play. But it depends on the style you're playing as well, and you can get away.
You can lazy for guitar.
You can get away. Of course, it's painful. It's a painful instrument to play, because it's you're pushing on metal strings that can make the fingers sore.
Yes,
compared to piano.
True.
But when you do write, then do you tend to take a lot of notes? Your writing process. I mean, do you go around taking notes a lot? Do you go around singing into your phone little melodies, or how does a song form?
Yeah, it differs.
From start to finish, does it?
It differs a lot, yeah. And also because when I experience a lot in my personal life, then the writing usually flows, and it's more like lyrics I need to get out.
Yeah.
But sometimes the music comes first, and I just start playing chords that sound good to me.
Oh, but you're generally lyric first is generally how you would.
Yeah,
or again varies.
I doubt. It differs. It differs. Yeah. Yes.
So it could be lyric first. It could be just a melody that you come up with on the piano, and then you maybe said that might work for a song.
Yes. Yeah. And also it's the vocals that are the most important to be.
You very much based it on the singing part as well as the lyrics.
Yes, yeah. Sometimes I just sing blah 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 blah.
Yeah, just a blah
and then
blah blah.
I make words of it because it gives me a feeling, and
very emotional based stuff.
Yeah, and I like the way words almost stays in your mouth. So yeah, some words taste good and others
Yeah.
don't.
And others escape you. Yeah, sure. Because everybody has their own way of doing this, and some people, for some people it's very much music based. For some people, they start with the lyrics and then they go from there. You know, it's interesting to hear other people's perspectives and hear the way that people go about it. You
Yeah.
know, it varies and differs for everybody, of course. And are you in the middle of writing new stuff all the time at the moment, or has there been a kind of a
Yeah,
gap?
at the moment I'm in a good flow.
Are you in a good flow? Good.
Yeah. Also, with recording these videos, I get new inspiration.
For the show.
Yeah.
Great. So in my own little way, I've been an inspiration to Shanna Nicó.
Thank you. Deity.
In my own little way. It's good to know. We do our best to inspire as much as we can.
Yeah.
Where did the next song come from? Heart Parts.
Hard parts. It has the same theme as And the Way That Ended. It's a love song.
Yeah.
But it's more like you're on the fence about jumping into the relationship.
Right.
And still scared, but jumping anyway. It's more
yeah.
direct and also
Very
vulnerable.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. It's a beautiful song. We'll give it a play, and then we'll come back. I know Jeroen is waiting there patiently for your next song. He says so. Let's go. We'll give it a blast. I'm going to add this to the stream right now by doing this and doing this. And Heart Parts. Shanna Nicó. We'll see you in a few minutes, folks. Enjoy this great song. Shanna, see you in a moment.
The scariest part is right before you start, right here in my arms. The scariest part is right here where we are, and we've come so far. Falling in love is art. Falling in love is art. Skip the hard parts, my heart skips. Skip the hard parts, skip the hard parts, my heart skips. The hard parts. The best and the most exciting part is going, jump into my arms. And we laugh so hard that all around us start to tremble in the dark. Falling in love is art. Falling in love is art. Skip the hard parts, my heart skips. Skip the hard parts, skip the hard parts, my heart skips. The hard parts. Lift me, kindle the spark. All around me, still in the air. Silk seas make me subside. Lift me till I'm weightless. Skip the hard parts, my heart skips. Skip the hard parts, skip the hard parts, my heart skips.
Well, what in STEM, says Yvonne W. Absolutely, Yvonne. What in STEM? Practica STEM, says Stephen, and my timing and schone melody. Yeah,
Thanks so
both of
much.
those comments I can relate to and appreciate and agree with. Yeah, thanks very much. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Another great song. I love the way you go up really high there for that part. It's super cool. Beautiful song. We've got a couple of more songs in the course of our chat. You're doing okay over there in Amsterdam. You're fine, relaxed and chillaxed.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
yourself.
I love
Good, yeah.
love
It's good.
it.
We're
I could
having
go on
fun. We're
forever.
having fun. Yeah, we're having fun. Jeroen is giving you heart eyes. Thank you, Jeroen and Maria.
It's a hard part.
It's a heart. The heart part. Yeah, absolutely beautiful, says
Yeah.
Maria. Jump into
Earlier,
it.
you asked me about do you sing it on purpose, hard parts and hard parts?
Yeah,
So
when I heard the first,
hard,
like
yeah.
same as the way it ended, I in my head, I was singing and the way it ended instead of and the way it ended. Of course, I knew what it meant after when we did the video. Hard parts, yeah, I was singing hard parts as in difficult parts, but it's actually hard, and I thought maybe that's a play on
It's
words.
both. Yeah.
It's both, is it?
Yeah, I
It's
sing
very
it
clever.
both. Yeah.
I sing both. Okay, yeah, well, that's a clever thing.
I also wrote this one with Medit.
Ah,
yeah.
That's.
So
I think you found a
we
good
have a great
co-writer.
connection.
I think you
Yes.
do. I think you found a very good co-writer there, and yeah, hold on to her for sure.
I will.
Yeah, you made a very good choice there in the co-writing. Are you as an artist and performer? Then would you be? Do you find it easy? Are you very strict on yourself? Are you hard on yourself like most of us are? Do you like to redo a lot of things in the studio? Do you find it difficult to, be happy with your work? Are you able to listen back to your recorded work, for example? A lot of us can't. Especially if you're making an album, of course, it's a natural thing. You don't want to hear it for a few years. You spend years making it, and what kind of, are you hard on yourself when it comes to, the performance?
I'm really a perfectionist.
Yeah.
So no one would say otherwise.
They all know you.
Yeah. But it's mostly on myself and not on the people I work with. I try to not give them a hard time. So sometimes people say, okay, now it's enough and this is how it is now and we're not going to change it. So that's really me learning to say stop for now.
I know
it's
for now,
moment.
yeah. Sometimes it's a good thing to kind of let it go, right? To hand it over to someone, like a producer or somebody who's working on it, and just kind of look at it, because you have the image of the product or of the song in your head, and you have it, and suddenly if it goes a different way, we don't always trust it.
Also in writing.
Oh yeah, same thing.
Yeah, same thing. And then I really need to say goodbye to that side.
Yeah, especially in a co-writing situation.
Yeah, so I can really play, and afterwards I can erase stuff and I would worst.
Yeah, I know. It's the hardest thing to do sometimes is to let go of something, especially if it's because you've been working on a line or a verse for so long, and suddenly it gets changed, and you kind of go, well, no, hold on a minute. I spent so many weeks or months working on this, and now you want to say something else, and it's difficult to let that go, isn't it? Sometimes.
Yes.
But as you said, then sometimes you have to trust it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's also funny because you can spend a lot of time writing something or trying to write a part, and you know what to say, but it just doesn't come out the way you want it.
Yeah.
And then you're on the train, and suddenly the inspiration strikes.
Yeah, absolutely. Or the co-writer takes it and goes, "What about saying it this way?"
Exactly.
And then it gels. Then it clicks.
That's the surprise. Elements. Yeah.
Yeah, I love when that happens sometimes, because you can be very surprised pleasantly, by just trusting someone else's instinct.
Then really new things can happen.
And then you think, exactly right. So you're playing the piano now for, I suppose, 20 years more, probably.
Yeah, but not continuously.
Not continuously, but you said you don't see yourself as a top piano player. I mean, I think you are, but I don't play piano, so I can't judge really. But you play piano to a high enough level to be able to accompany yourself on the songs, right? And that's same as me in guitar, right? And that's it. That's all you
I'm
want,
learning
right?
every time, and I try not to let it stop me from making more
No, you
music.
shouldn't. No,
Yeah.
absolutely. And is there a plan now for another single or an album or any kind of EP, any more recordings in the next weeks or months?
Well, the first thing coming up is it's actually the last song we're gonna show
Oh yeah,
today.
the last song tonight will be Ashes. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I changed it a bit, and I'm excited to re-record it and
Lovely.
make also a video for it. So that
Has it been recorded already?
Yeah, in a studio, but it's just it's the first version.
Yeah.
And
Lovely.
later on, yeah.
You're going to rework that, yeah. We'll have that song. We've got 2 songs left, but we're going to have Ashes to finish off the show for sure. So that's a song that you've kind of, it's out there in one format, but you kind of reworked it, and you're going to make it into a single later on.
Yeah, we can talk about it later.
Yeah, we can. We will talk about it absolutely before we play it. Yeah, we sure will. Absolutely, and yeah, we sure will. I'm looking forward to hear it. South of Maryland is the next song that we have lined up. You want to talk a little bit about that one for me?
Yes, it's my newest song. What you will see is I play it here.
Yeah, just at home. Yeah, just there.
Yes.
Yeah. Lovely.
It's recorded with just a phone.
It's beautiful.
It's the most raw.
It's raw and real.
Closest to playing live for all of you.
That's it. The way we want it.
And you can see the flowers are still fresh, and you can see them on the video.
Yeah.
That's how you can tell it's really new.
Really new. Yeah.
Yeah, but about the song, it's also a lot of things in one song. It's about friendship, reflecting on a friendship I have, and it's about finding your own place, finding your people, and the people you connect with, and also the struggles and phases of loneliness in that journey.
Yeah, very nice.
And I imagine Maryland. It's an imaginable. It's not a really actual city, but I imagine it as a city of water, and it can really move you, but it can also overwhelm you and make you drown even. So it takes a lot.
It takes
you.
Yeah. There's a lot in the song, as you said.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to remind people who are watching or maybe have just joined us, if anybody is watching on Facebook, give Shanna Nicó Music a like and a follow. And that helps us all. It doesn't cost anything, but it helps us to build what we're doing. And anybody who'd like to hear your full album is on Bandcamp, Shanna. Is it? Yeah, they can listen and buy it there. That's cool.
Thank you.
What is Johnny saying here? Exec. Song festival. It looks like that could be a gig for you. Volganjar Song Festival. So
I wouldn't deny.
You wouldn't deny. You'd be okay for doing that.
I'm all for song festivals.
All for song festivals and gig. Okay,
Big
there
fan.
you go. There you go, Yanni Van Hayden. Thank you for tuning in. Are there some gigs at the moment that you have coming up or anything like that? Or
no. I'm writing. I'm just writing.
And doing your song teaching, singing teaching. Yeah. Well, you're busy anyway.
Videos, new videos.
And making videos for a little YouTube interview things that you have to do.
But when an album is coming, of course, I will let you know on my pages.
We'll find out for sure, and I'll promote it for you too here on this side. Yeah, it'd be great.
It will be coming in a year, but after
but you still have plenty of life left in the other one, though, in the Shanna Nicó album. So we'll look forward to that. But this is you on your piano, just there at the same window with the same flowers, singing
Yes.
this wonderful song. It's called South of Maryland. So we'll play that, folks. Enjoy this song. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with more chat with the lovely Shanna Nicó. Check out this great song, South of Maryland. Let's give it a go.
Don't like melancholia's light. On all of the past times, the salt Maryland winds pour salt in my eyes, babe. Speak to me on the other side, Southern Maryland. Speak to me on the other side. I threw it all away, all the dirt and muddy words that leave a cracked turn on my road. And I look out to the full horizon, and as I cycle I sing all the tunes that I remember from before, all the confusion and the shattering storms. I know my moon. Speak to me on the other side, Southern Maryland. Speak to me on the other side. Speak to me on the other side, Southern Maryland. Speak to me on the other side. Come hell or high water, I've laid it on the table, and my hands are off the wheel now. So spill it. Speak to me on the other side, Southern Maryland. Speak to me on the other side. Spill it. Speak to me on the other side, Southern Maryland. Speak to me on the other side. Spill it. Spill it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well done, you. That's a great new song. I
It
can
was
just
really
imagine.
like I was just playing it, right?
Yeah, it was sounded like we were there with you. It was, and I love those kind of videos at these shows because it's in the moment, you know. And absolutely, lots of great comments there coming in about that as well. And I can just imagine now when you get that all recorded and produced up, and it's going to be a very
Yes.
strong song.
There will be a lot more,
Lot
space.
going on. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, absolutely. Did you ever try writing in your native tongue? I mean, in Dutch, or is that something you ever considered or not
No,
bother with?
rarely.
No, rarely.
For some
Yeah.
reason, English inspires me more.
Yeah.
I think
Talk
it's
about that for a
more.
minute. Why do you think
Yeah,
that is?
I think because it sounds better to me. It has
Hmm.
more round sounds, but also it sounds poetic to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because there are so
when you,
many
yeah,
great Dutch singer-songwriters, of course, who sing in
yes,
their native tongue. And
yeah,
I mean, I'm sure you know many of them as well. And yeah, unplugged, very good, says Maria. Yeah, I was just curious because some people do both. Some
yes,
people only gravitate. It's a safer option, of course, to sing in your native tongue. Um, but as you said, yeah, you're very proficient in English, so it's not going to be a problem for you to do that. But I've heard a lot of songwriters, especially over here in Belgium, where they're singing only in English, but they have a little bit of trouble with grammar, or there's a couple of words here and
mm,
there. You don't seem to have that going on. And maybe it's because you've listened to English songs for so long in your life. You have a natural gift with
yeah.
the
Maybe I
language.
don't know. When I've tried sometimes to write in Dutch.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, lately with my father one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wrote a song for a brother, from
That's
my
nice.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for some reason, it gets kind of stuck in my head. It's maybe too close, so I can keep
Maybe.
distance. So I can really look at it from a different view.
Yeah. I can understand that. As you said, sometimes with English, of course, you have a broader scope. Maybe language-wise, as you said, maybe it inspires you more because there's so many, maybe more ways of saying something in the English language maybe than there is in the Dutch. I don't
Yeah,
know.
there are a lot of nice sayings in English.
Yeah, that's right.
Toss it to the wind, or yeah,
Yeah,
I
stuff
love
that you
it.
don't have
Yes,
in
and in
Netherlands.
Dutch it sounds very like
Just a bit weird, a bit
funny.
straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and funny. Yeah, I can understand. I was just curious about that. It was just something that came to mind as you were singing that last song. If it was something you ever experimented with, but yeah, curious. Just out of curiosity. That's all, really, just to see. Because some people have this lovely kind of duality thing. Could they have, maybe even one album in Dutch and several in English, or vice versa. So maybe it's something you'll come back to later on in life. Maybe you'll decide to do it's there if you need to do it, right? If you decided to do a Dutch album,
Yeah, who knows? Who
perhaps.
knows?
Who knows? Who
I
knows?
wouldn't say never.
Never say no. Never say never. And you spoke about you wrote something with your father for your brother. So your father is a musician then as well, I guess.
No, and
Or
maybe he is.
maybe, yeah.
He isn't, but maybe he doesn't think so yet.
Yeah, okay. But it was nice that you put something together
He's
with
very
your dad.
musical. Yeah.
And he wanted to write something for your brother, and that was lovely. Lovely to and of course it's something you can do if you do have co-writing projects down the road with Dutch artists. Perhaps it's something that you can get into if you wanted to.
Yes.
Which is cool. Yeah, it's just great that you got the bilingual thing going on, which is great. Oh, any other languages that you're proficient
No.
in? No. English and Dutch.
Then I would sing it only 3 words.
That's fine. Yeah, I was just
I
curious
would
again,
bore
out of
people.
curiosity. The hour is nearly up. It's crazy. This thing flies. The time always goes so quickly on these interviews. But I much appreciate your time and your talent and your beauty and your
Same to you.
charm for being here today. Thank you so much.
I love it
for
here.
the conversation, for being here, and it's been great catching up with you again after all these years.
Yes.
We'll have to meet up in Amsterdam or trying to get you down here for the song sometime into the studio.
Would be awesome.
It would be lovely to have you. But before we go, we were speaking about your song Ashes, which is the last song we're going to play out with tonight. And you were saying it was a rework. You're going to rework it and re-record it. Tell us about it. Tell us about where it came from initially.
Yeah, where it came from is interesting. It's actually the most interesting one, I think.
Is it?
How it started. And it is also nice that we play it as the last song, because it's really about an ending. Well, apparently, clearly, Ashes. A few years ago, I woke up being really sad. I really felt someone died, someone passed away. Not someone I know, but yeah, you know, with dreams can make you feel like it's really happening, and like it's. So I was really crying all over, and it was like I had to let someone go. And then I started playing it on the piano, and this is what came out, and it really felt like a release.
Wow.
In to me, a very beautiful way. Like it's beautiful to let go, right?
To let that go,
Yes.
absolutely, and to have that feeling which was so real at the time, and then it inspired this lovely song, and then you felt it was a real occurrence.
Yeah, I was really shaking, and it was
wow. yeah.
And it's just a few sentences repeating like a mantra.
It's like it is like mantra, yeah. And you have the beautiful the video for the moment anyway. I said the video for the moment because I know you're changing it, but the beautiful murmuration of starlings, just the birds flying through and creating that
it's
emotion.
Really cherishing the beauty of letting go.
There you go, perfect. That's a great way to end this.
About.
Cherishing the moment of letting go.
Yeah.
And that's it. I'm going to have to let you go for the moment, and hopefully we'll meet up again in real life. Shanna,
would love to.
Namaste. Thank you so much for being here, and for all of your great people for watching this and for commenting, and my people for coming in and watching the show as well. I'm sure people will share this out later with their friends, and they'll all get to hear your beautiful words and your beautiful songs. We'll see each other up the road or down the road, Shanna. I'm sure we will.
Thanks so much for having me.
You're very welcome. It was a pleasure, and thank you so much for sharing your time with us and your beautiful songs. Keep up the good work. Keep writing the great songs, and hopefully there'll be lots of gigs between now and eternity for you out there in the world, between Holland and Belgium and all over the place. I hope you will have lots of road time to come. Shanna, take care of yourself.
We'll see each other.
We will, for sure. I'm going to come up to Amsterdam, and I'll give you a little ding dong, and we'll find out where you are, what you're doing. We'll go for coffee and have a chat in real life soon, I hope. Again, it's been too long. Thank you again. Once again, thank you so very much for being on the show. We'll see each other very soon.
Bye-bye, everyone.
See ya. That was the great Shanna Nicó, folks. Wonderful artist, lovely singer-songwriter, lovely person. If you're watching on Facebook, please give her a follow there on Shanna Nicó Music. She'll appreciate that greatly. If you're feeling generous, go over to her Bandcamp page and pick up some of her music, individual songs or the full album or whatever, or buy it for somewhere else. And it's Bandcamp is a great place to get music, because the artist actually gets paid. So that's why we love Bandcamp. So please do that. We are going to finish off with a song now of hers, and I want to thank you all very, very much for tuning in to episode number 98, because it's getting as bad as Netflix. This is episode number 98 of Raving with Rua here tonight on my YouTube channel, Songs from the Rua Room, dedicated to singer-songwriters from Belgium and beyond. The guest tonight was Shanna Nicó up there in Amsterdam. Check out her music. Please check out her songs. Thank you all very, very much for all the great comments and for staying with us. Give the video a thumbs up, please, folks, and subscribe to the channel if you wouldn't mind. This will disappear off Facebook, just in case you're wondering. Later on, it will be on YouTube for posterity. So please share it out with your friends with the YouTube link at a later stage. Take care of yourselves. Here's the wonderful song, Ashes, from the great Shanna Nicó. See you next time on Raving with Rua. Bye-bye.